You know that feeling, right? That little internal groan when your boss announces a mandatory team building game? Well, we're going to talk about why that forced fun feels so not fun. And here's a spoiler. Your reaction isn't a bad thing. It might actually be a sign of something really great.
I mean, this is the moment. You can feel it in your bones. Some people are genuinely cheering for two truths and a lie, but for you, it's like a full body cringe. You just want to fade into the wallpaper. And that disconnect can make you feel like you're the problem. So that's the question that starts swirling in your head, right? What is wrong with me? Why can't I just get on board with this? Am I a bad teammate? It's a really isolating thought, but I'm here to tell you that the answer is almost definitely no.
That's right. This isn't some character flaw. It's actually a pretty sophisticated feature of your personality. We're going to call it the authenticity filter. This is a completely different way to frame this feeling. And honestly, it's the key to understanding everything.
So what is this filter? Well, think of it like an internal radar, one that's always scanning for what's real. It prioritizes connections built on solid ground, things like shared skills and actual respect, over these social activities that just feel kind of staged and fake. It's all about substance over performance.
To really get why this happens, we have to look under the hood a little bit at the science. Let's dig into how our brains are actually wired to connect with other people. Turns out there's a huge neurological gap between sharing a forced laugh and sharing a real struggle.
Okay, let's talk brain chemistry. When you're doing some kind of artificial bonding, like a mandatory office game, your brain's reward system barely registers it. You get a really low dopamine response. But when you bond over a real shared struggle, like hitting a crazy deadline, your brain unleashes a massive hit of dopamine. That feeling is powerful, it's earned, and that's what really builds a team.
So let's make this super concrete. We're going to compare two completely different scenarios you'd see at work to see how this all plays out in the real world. One is that classic team game, and the other is a really tough project.
And this table just lays it out perfectly. In the group game, winning just means you followed some random rules. The feeling you get? It's usually just relief that the awkwardness is over. The team outcome is this flimsy, temporary feeling of being a team. Now compare that to a tough project. Success comes from tackling real problems. That gives you this deep, lasting pride. And the outcome for the team? That's earned trust. That's real mutual respect. One is a performance, the other is a genuine achievement.
This all leads us to the most important point, the competence connection. For people with that highly tuned authenticity filter, the best team-building exercise isn't an exercise at all. It's just doing good work together. So let's just recap what this filter of yours really values. It cares about what you can do, not what your job title is. It craves the bond that comes from getting through a tough time together, not the cringy feeling of shared awkwardness. It thrives on solving actual problems. And most importantly, it's all about earning respect through your actions, not just showing up for a social performance. Now, as we're wrapping up, I want to be crystal clear about something. If this is all resonating with you, it absolutely does not mean you're antisocial. It doesn't mean you hate your coworkers. That is the biggest mistake people make. It's actually the complete opposite. Your reaction comes from a place of deep respect. Respect for the work and respect for the real powerful connections that come from doing that work well as a team. You just value the integrity of what you're all there to do. And that, right there, is the ultimate takeaway. Real, lasting team bonding isn't something you can just put on the calendar for Friday at 4 p.m. It's a natural result of overcoming challenges together. It has to be earned in the trenches, not a sign from on high. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. Take a hard look at your own team. Are you building genuine trust through shared accomplishment? Or are you just performing teamwork? The answer might just change how you see everything. Thanks for tuning in.